Welcome back. This is our second game of the day here. It's a weekend of the College Dreamcast. It's a showcase for, there we go. It's a showcase for high school athletes looked at by college scouts and college coaches behind me as we welcome you back to Arcadia University's field. This is Skip Wilson Field in Ambler, and this is the second game of four of the College Dreamcast that are live on BFA Sports and Game Changer. I'm Chris Losey. The crew is here under a nice umbrella, 74 degrees, just an absolutely gorgeous day. As you look at the second game featuring the All-Star Baseball Academy and the very, very well-known Bandits, of Philadelphia. They call themselves the Philly Bandits. So let's take a look at the starting lineups in this game. The Bandits are the designated home team. So the All-Star Baseball Academy lineup, and here it is. Connor McCartney at center field leads off. Danny Sorowitz is at second base. Jonathan Holt, shortstop. Drew Brown, Jason Dart, Levi Brawley, Sean Satterfield, Nick Prince, Pete Omaritis, and Brandon Dubar. The pitcher is Cole Snyder. The Bandits, meanwhile, as you look at their pitcher, Cole Kahanowitz from LaSalle High School. That's him, 6'2", 165-pounder. Not committed yet. And away we go. The first one, Connor McCartney. Westchester product, Westchester Henderson High School. And Kahanowitz is his first pitch, is right down the middle for a strike. Underway, 11:41. Second game of 4 here in this college Dreamcast. 0-1 misses down and in. It's a ball and a strike to McCartney. To be followed by Sorowitz and Holt. One misses way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Game time temperature now 77 degrees. Just a gorgeous day here for baseball. Two one. Missed down low, and it's 3-1. Kahanowitz winding the 3-1 is down low, ball 4. So McCartney leads off the game with a walk, and now here is Sorowitz, the second baseman. Danny is a product of Westchester as well, a teammate of McCartney's at Westchester Henderson. Left-hander. And Kahanowitz from the stretch. Now he's going to throw over. He had McCartney leaning. There's Sorowitz. Gone to Army. The military academy. That bat goes flying. The ball goes up, popped into the air. Easy play for Kahanowitz, and there's 1 out. The bat wound up somewhere in the Bandits dugout. Watch this on the game changer replay. Well, we have it. So Sorowitz pops up, and here is Jonathan Holt. Malvern Prep Interact. Going to go to the Fighting Irish. Committed to Notre Dame. There's a strike from Kahanowitz. One on, 1 out. In our second game here from Skip Wilson Field and Ambler. That one sprayed on the right side foul. There's an awful lot of room. Joey Amati running over. Winds up in the bullpen. 2 quick strikes. To Holt. And Brown on deck. Bandits in the field. And we'll get it after this pitch. Or a pickoff attempt. Did not get him. Joel Bonner is in left. Leor Keeter is in center. Trip Capers in right. Hunter Petrich, Eric Cross, Matt Gannon, Joey Amati, the infield. Jay Slater is the catcher for Kahanowitz. And time called at the plate. Still an 0-2 count. A lot of fun with Jay Carr, longtime baseball friend, Westchester assistant coach. As this one is bounced to second. Gannon's got to go hard to his left, so only 1 play. Holt is out. It'll move up McCartney, and he's at second with 2 outs. And Drew Brown now the batter. Drew Brown, another lefty. And there it is. Ruston High School. Got a piece of that. The foul tip. Slater hangs on to 1 strike at the plate to Brown. McCartney at second. He walked to start, moved up on a fielder's choice. And this one is shallow center field. Kedar running. He's not going to get it. Dropped in front of him. That's going to score a run for the Baseball Academy. McCartney comes in. It's an RBI single for Drew Brown, and it's 1-0. So here's Jason Dart. Devin Prep. In the Catholic League, that's a foul ball. And I think that got Mr. Millman. Umpires, as they switch, there's Dave Millman behind the plate. Mike Boylan, the base umpire. So they're going to take a peek and see if Millman's all right. John Cross comes out. Let's see. Do we have that one? See where he got it? Let's see. Let's see it again on the Game Changer replay. All right, David.
All right, sweetheart.
Oof. Yeah. Way to hang in there, Dave. Another throw from Kahanowitz. One strike to Dart. A run in. And the Academy has a 1-0 lead. That's fouled away. It's the trees that block the balls from getting into the cars, in this parking lot. Two strikes to Jason Dart. Another throw over. Lifted in the air to right field, shallow, and it is Capers coming in, makes the catch, inning over. A run, though, for the Baseball Academy, and they have a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. A run in for the All-Star Baseball Academy as they put themselves here on the list there, the All-Star Baseball Academy Futures 2024 Navy. So I'm assuming that that's matches the navy blue, that there may be another team in this tournament that has a different color perhaps, but we don't know. But anyway, here's the lineup for the Bandits. Leo Keeter is in center field, Eric Cross at shortstop, Jay Slater the catcher, Joel Bonner in left, Matt Gannon, Hunter Petrich, Joey Amati, William Irons, Trip Capers, and it's Cole Kahanowitz on the mound. And now we go to Cole Snyder. He is the pitcher for the Futures. And first pitch is from Keeter, and it is in right, and it is a drop. Brawley took it on one hop in right field, so a leadoff runner for the Bandits in Keeter. Now here's the shortstop Cross. Keeter, by the way, from Council Rock North. Eric Cross, Interact product from Germantown Academy. From the left side, swinging first pitch, and that's the deep right field. Brawley's going back on it. It's over his head. 2 hops to the wall. Keeter at third. Keeter's coming home. There's going to be a play. They go to third instead, and safe at third. It's a triple. First pitch swinging for Cross, and right away, the Bandits have tied it at 1. See it again. Brawley had no shot at it as it wound up to the fence. Close play. Sorowicz's relay at second. Very close, but safe was the call. And we are tied at 1 already. And I think the lineup just blew away. Did they just blow away? Catcher Jay Slater from Downingtown. He's going to Duke. Pitch bounces up there. Nope, there they go. I've got him. Well, I got one. Nope, I got them both. Crisis averted, everybody. You'll be happy to know I have the lineups. Slater to be followed by the left fielder, Bonner. Another one to right. Brawley backing up. Tagging his Cross. 2-1 Bandits, just like that. So this is the left fielder, Joel Bonner. From the Chamonix. Would you believe this one's going to right field too? It's deep, and Brawley in front of the track tracks it down for the second out here in the first. Wow. Levi Brawley's having a game, and we're only in the bottom of the first. 2 outs. And this is the second baseman, Matt Gannon from LaSalle High. First pitch down low. 2 runs in, nobody on. Strike call, 1-1. So a ball and a strike to Gannon. Two and one. Three and one. Third baseman Hunter Petrich is on deck. Little pop to second. Sorowicz has it Inning over, but 2 runs for the Bandits in the first. We'll go to the top of the second. It's 2-1 Philly Bandits here on BFA. Top of the second we go here in our second contest here on BFA. And this is the aforementioned Levi Brawley in right field. 4 baseballs hit at him in that bottom of the first. So he returns the favor and sends it to right field as well. Trip Capers is there, 1 out. So with 1 out, it's the catcher, Sean Satterfield, St. Mark's High School in Wilmington. By the way, Levi went to Unionville, goes to Unionville. It's from Chad's Ford. And it's hit the left pretty well. Bonner chasing it down. It's foul. One strike to Satterfield. 2-1 Bandits here in the top of the second inning. Cole Kahanowitz in his second inning of work. Catcher Satterfield at the plate. Another rope, and that's through on the left side and the base hit. So we turned and looked at the coaches, and then all of a sudden they're going to the papers like, who's that kid? Sean Satterfield. He's going to be lifted for a courtesy runner. James Pendrick, Friend Central product. So with 1 out, Pendrick is going to run for Satterfield. And this is Nicholas Prince, who bounces one that Kahanowitz can't get, but it's fielded by Gannon. That's the second out of the inning, and it's going to move Pendrick up to second, where he's there with 2 outs. And it's Pete Omniritis. Another Westchester Henderson product. Pete Omniritis. Chance to tie the game with Pendrick at second. That's a strike. Cole Kahanowitz. Decides to chase back Pendrick. That's a ball. 2-1. Two one. There's a strike, and it's 2-2. Two to short. Cross has it, inning over. Crisis averted. No runs for the All-Star Academy. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1. The Philly Bandits have the lead on BFA. Cole Snyder, right-hander, in his second inning of work here in our second game. One of the 5 Westchester Henderson players on this All-Star Baseball Academy team. And in the bottom of the second, this is Hunter Petrich. Outside. 1 ball, no strike to Petrich. Petrich from Central Buck South is a senior. Strike, 1-1. It'll be Petrich, Amati, and Irons to face Cole Snyder here in the bottom of the second. Just up high. 2-1 to Petrich. Three and 1. And for Petrich, I guess he's using that 3.8 GPA pretty well because the Bandits have listed the GPAs of these kids. How about an SAT score of 1320? This one has popped up in the infield. Jonathan Holt, 1 out. 1350 SAT. Well, Joey Amati, the shortstop from Holy Ghost Prep. He's got a 3.9 GPA. Missed up high. See if we have the GPAs of the other side. We don't. Okay. Well, we do. We'll fix that. Another pop up in the infield. This one's on the first base side. Nicholas Prince, 2 outs. All right, Nikki. 3.6 GPA. William Irons, Germantown Academy. First pitch up high. 2 outs, no base runners in the bottom of the second inning. And Williams going to outdo all of them academically. A 4.0 GPA, and he scored a 1450 on his SATs. That's up high. Count runs to 3-0 on irons with Trip Capers on deck. Got that one in. You think the young man with a 4.0 GPA would take on a 3.0? Absolutely. It's now 3-1. Curveball drops in. Count is now full. 3-2, 2 outs, base is empty. Bottom of the second. Here it comes. Fouled out of play. Right side out of play. We'll do it again. Another 3-2. Hear the encouragement. Keep battling, Willie. That's the William Irons. And he draws the walk. So Irons is on with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Trip Capers, the right fielder, on deck. You know how he does in the classroom? Solid student. 3.3. SAT above 1100. 1150 to be precise. Capers takes outside, 1 ball, no strikes. I don't know about you, Ryan, but to get these numbers, I had to take it twice. I didn't take it twice. What did I get? 1050, I think it was. Something like that. 1050. Yeah. Was that good? I don't even know. 2-0. All I know is Temple took me, so there you go. Strike, throw back, Satterfield. And it's 2-1. Irons is the runner at first. He walked. 2-1 at the plate for Trip Capers. Another throw from Cole Hudson. Missed that one, 2-2. That curveball misses. The count runs full. Irons is going to be on the move at first on a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Wonderful action that our boom mic is picking up behind the plate, by the way. Three, 2 coming. Popped up. Third base side. Dart. And the inning is over. So the Bandits don't score in the second. We'll go to the top of the third inning in this Ball game 2-1. The Bandits lead here on BFA. It's the top of the third, and it's Cole Kahanowitz still on the mound for the Bandits. And this is a bunt on the very first pitch that Kahanowitz fields. Low throw. Got him. It was Dunbar, the designated hitter, with that bunt try. And one out. Game changer replay. Yep. Accurately called down there by Mike Boylan. Brandon Dunbar from the Haverford School. Now top of the order, and McCartney drew a walk and scored in the first inning. Pop up, right side. Plenty of room, but unfortunately, they're tough, and Amadi couldn't handle it. Where is? Did it blow away? Oh, there it is. Is that it? Yep, there it is. All right. Don't mind me. Not again. Another gust of wind. We need those paperweights or something. What do we got? We got a bottle here? How about the binoculars? That'll work. Yeah, you know what? This might stop it too. How about the potato chip crumbs all over, though? Oh, God. You remember that? Remember Coffee and I had the potato chip crumbs? Basketball? Oh, my goodness. Hit the short. Cross to his left. Nice play. 2 outs. That rustling you hear are the papers that were shuffling because we had to recover from a mini tornado here. And now with 2 outs, this is Sorowich. 0 for 1. One ball, no strikes. Way inside's 2-0. How about Nick Penza? Can he get up close and personal with the first base coach down there? Give a shot of that, Ryan. What a job he does. Maybe after this pitch, right? That's bounced his way. It's foul. There's Nick's shot. Watch how close he is, though. We get to Charles. Hang on. It's 2-1. Close pitch. Didn't get the call. The count is 3-1. 2 outs. Bases empty. Kahanowitz got the call in the outside corner. And the count is full. There he is. Up close and personal, Nick Penza. Surwich didn't like that call, and he's not going to like that result. Strikes out on the fastball, and the inning is over. No runs, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's the Philly Bandits 2 and the All-Star Baseball Academy 1. Bottom of the third we go. The Bandits have a 2-1 lead as they're batting in the home third. And it looks like it's going to be the top of the order. Keeter, Cross, and Slater. Keeter doubled to start the Bandits offense today. Later scored a run. That pitch is outside from Cole Hudson, who's in his third inning of work. One of those Westchester Henderson products. I'm not letting these lamps blow away this time. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to. I don't know how I'm going to manage this, but I'm going to manage this. How's that? That's bounced foul, 1-1. There you go. What do I got to do when I got to flip them, though? Oh, I know. I'll do it this way. How's this? Is that good? How's that? Check swing rolls right down to first. That's an easy play for Prince. 1 out in the third. And that'll bring up the shortstop Cross. He scored a run as well. It reminds me of the time when Coffee, remember it was so dark and we were outside at a football game. We had the light on. And for those of you that follow us on BFA Sports, tough news. A couple weeks ago, we lost Coffee Jones. There's a strike called across. My longtime friend in the booth. We would have been our 8th season together in football, and we'll get into more of that in the football season. But he was a good man, and we'll miss him dearly. That's fouled away. But anyway, he couldn't find the papers, and I turned my cell phone light on, and then you put it on the highlight reel. That's right up there with the papers blowing all over the place. 0-2 to Cross with 1 out in the third. And this one is second. Sorowich has it. Had to throw the tag on Prince. 2 outs. Look at Nick. Oh, he had the bag anyway. Do that? Can you back it up again, Ron, real quick? That's some good footwork by that first baseman right there. If they have it again, Save that one, all right? You got it? He'll save it, right? Okay. He has the bag. He really does. Jay Slater. Catcher. Oh, that hit him. Slater's going to reach on the hit by pitch from Hudson. Can we run that one back? Let's see if we can run it back. We're looking for it now. As they're going to have a few minutes to tend to Slater. Got him right, look like on the elbow. Ryan, do we have that played first? He's looking for it? You're looking for it? Okay. No, the plate first. I want the plate first. So here we go again. Now watch. I want you to stop it when I tell you. All right? Freeze it right now. Low, go, stop, go. Right there. He's on the bag. Good footwork there by Nicholas Prince. Now that we have the pitch that hit Slater. Let's see if we have it. Because let's see where it is. Where did it get him? Ooh, right on that right. That's his throwing arm, too, but he's going to try it. So he's on at first. They're going to run for him. As they should. It's going to be Keeters. No, it's Giordano. I'm going to say it has to be somebody not in the game. So in the meantime, Giordano is running. Running, and Joel Bonner is at the plate. Johnny Giordano from Plymouth Whitemarsh is the courtesy runner. Inside out swing, left field side. Brown chasing it. It's foul. What's that? We didn't change catchers yet, right? That's still set. That's a 9, right? That's Satterfield, right? All right. Strike pitch. Just inside. 1-1. Cole Hudson, right-hander. Probably his last inning of work. 2 outs. Johnny Giordano is the courtesy runner at first. Prince can't get it on the short hop. That's fair. So Giordano's going to wind up at third. That's a tough play to make once you let it get to that short hop. And the Bandits have something going here in the third. They have runners at the corners with 2 outs, and they have a 2-1 lead. And now they have coming to the plate Matt Gannon. Will help if I looked at the right sheet. Got all these paperweights going on over here, you know? So 1 ball, no strikes. That's in the dirt. Satterfield doesn't have a play. So Bonner moves up to second. 2 runners in scoring position for Matt Gannon now. Bandits with a 2-1 lead, a chance for more. And the 1-0 from Cole Hudson. Strike call. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Gannon didn't think so. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Hudson's 1 strike away from getting out of this. 1-2. Popped up. Who wants it? Shallow center field, McCartney. And the inning is over. So they leave 2. They don't score. We'll go to the 4th inning. It's 2-1. The Philly Bandits here at the College Dreamstream here on BFA and Game Changer. Fourth inning, that's still Cole Kahanowitz from LaSalle College High School. And the Bandits have a 2-1 lead. There is a defensive change for the Bandits. That is the catcher now, William Irons. Jay Slater took a pitch to his throwing hand. It looked like it was right under the elbow. Chris Losey, BFA Sports Crew is here. Delighted to be with Bob Burkholtz now, who just has he's got the headset on. He's going to take you for the rest of the way today. Games 3 and 4. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you. It was beautiful.
It is.
Perfect. This is perfect.
It is.
Perfect baseball weather.
It is. I agree. No complaints.
Let's play 4.
Yeah, right. Jonathan Holt, the shortstop, leading off. Trailing 2-1 to the Bandits here in game number 2. And as Bob alluded to, he's going to be calling probably the rest of this one in games 3 and 4. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yes, you would.
That's inside. No. And the count is 2-0. It's good to see some like old friends here, though. I mean, you know, like over there, and you were listening in driving up, right?
Correct.
Jake Carr from Westchester. Mm-hmm. We go back in those summer semi-pro days. That's inside too. And it's 3-0 to Holt.
Yeah, for as widespread as these college campuses and college coaches are coming from, it is a small network of people throughout the years. So you run into a lot of familiar faces for sure, especially on the recruiting trail like we're here today.
How about that swinging to 3-0? That'll get them buzzing back there. 3-1. And, you know, sometimes you have to go with your gut, right? Well, Jonathan Holt, by the way, was the Malvern Prep, has a 4.0 GPA, so he can do whatever he wants. It's a left field, and it's falling quick, and it's a base hit. So Holt leads off the 4th with a single to left. And now here's Drew Brown. product, just so you know, you just like go to this sheet here, right? They got everything here.
That's perfect.
Ruston High School in Westchester.
Makes our jobs a little bit easier when have that access to that information.
How about the GPA?
I wouldn't know.
There's a step back throw. Oh God, these kids are putting up numbers where I'd have to take it twice and they'd add it together.
Good for them.
Exactly. And Ryan chimed in and said something about that was the old scoring system versus new.
The weighted GPA, is it weighted?
Yeah, right. That's out of play. Colts at first. He singled to start this fourth. And then you have Drew Brown and Jason Dart. 2-1 game. Another throw over. Well, wherever Cole Kahanowitz decides to go to college, he'll know that he can only do that a couple times. Well, he could throw anytime you want. You just can't step off and not throw.
Does that count as a disengagement? Is that
Yeah.
the term?
Yeah. That's up high. See, in the pros, you can only throw over
Twice.
In college, you can only disengage once. But you can throw over as many times as you want. And you finally got to see it in action in the majors when Trey Turner in Chicago, when he knew he had to throw over, he actually like almost gave himself up. He ran and got such a head start. Did you see that? Because if they don't get him in the rundown, it's a balk. If he goes back to first, it's a balk. Bizarre, isn't it?
And I think those rules
say
were put in place for a player like Trey Turner to take advantage of his speed on the base paths and get more running back into the game of baseball. And I think we've seen that so far with these changes.
Sure. I'm glad he's doing something because he was really struggling. You know the first thing in this town, it's an awful lot of money. And that hit Brown. So 2 on and nobody out to start the fourth. And here is Jason Dart. Evan Prep. 3.65 GPA. Look at this. This is, amazing.
As a lot of these college coaches will tell you, it's great to get the job done on the field as a player, but more importantly, in the classroom, because you're not a valuable asset to any college program if you're struggling in the classroom. It's just not going to happen. So these college coaches want to see that GPA. That's why it's included in all their paperwork. They want to know they can get guys there to get the job done in the classroom and certainly out on the field as well.
Are you speaking from a coach's perspective because you wore that hat, or an educator perspective because you're wearing that hat?
All of the above.
Uh-huh.
All of the above.
Oh, I'll go with it. Strike call. One and one to Dart. 2-1, nobody out. Another throwback. There's an old saying, it's almost impossible to balk to second base. You agree with that or no?
I do agree with that.
Okay.
You could, the inside move, spin reverse, step off, pick off. A lot of options to try to pick off at second.
Yep. I'm not sure where that missed. That was a pretty good pitch there. But it's 2-1 Dart.
I like the addition of our little radar on the bottom line. I don't know if our viewers have taken notice of that, but
Now there is the play-by-play announcer. Oh, the pitch con, yeah. We just add that? When did you put that in? Are you kidding? Good Lord. Okay. Time at the plate. How about that boom mic, too, Bob? It's picking up a lot of things back there. Of course, Mike Boylan, who was behind the plate the first game, he's a lot more boisterous. A walk, and the bases are loaded now. And Kahanowitz is in a lot of trouble here, and he's got to face Levi Brawley. And are they going to make a move? They are not going to make a move, but they're just going to get somebody loose. So a mound visit here in this showcase, which is some really good baseball, Bob. You have in the next game. Now, I'm using papers for paperweights, so things of that nature. But
We do have a slight breeze.
oh yeah, it was more than that. Nice
Was it?
gust, yeah. You have the Bellringers and the Pennsylvania Rebels, and Baseball U of Pennsylvania, Scranton, and Titus. So actually, nobody played twice today. That's it.
Yeah, I think everybody's playing one a day. Is that right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I have no idea, but I could tell you one thing, that the CrossBridge Raiders have a kid is going to Wake Forest. He is a starting pitcher for them.
He made an outstanding grab out there in
Billings,
left field in the earlier
See
game.
if I could find him. Good Lord. Luke Billings on his way to Wake Forest. We have Duke commits, we have a Notre Dame commit, we have an Army commit. And we have a foul ball back to the trees. Where are you parked, by the way?
Far. I heard you mention that a foul ball was close by your car, so I heeded some of that advice. And listen, you be around baseball long enough, you know where to park and not to park when you show up to a baseball field. So.
Oh, yeah. Can Cole Kahanowitz pitch his way out of that? That's close. So 1 ball, 1 strike at the plate. The bases are loaded. And nobody out. You talk about limiting the damage here, but when you got a kid like Kahanowitz, he can all of a sudden strike out 3 people in a row. He has that good stuff. Ball is good movement. Pitcher for LaSalle High School. See? That's 1.
I think this is a great spot too, especially if you're a college coach. You've gotten yourself in a little bit of adversity, a little bit of trouble. How do you respond to that? How do you get yourself out? I'm sure these college coaches will tell you body language. You hang in your head. Can you find yourself at a situation? He's done so here with 1 out. Let's see if he can finish the job.
Here's Satterfield, the catcher. And this is a looper. It's short, crosses back to get it. No advance. And now Kahanowitz can get out of it. If he can retire Prince, the first baseman. How about that? Nicholas Prince. 2 outs, bases loaded. And he did start off well for Kahanowitz. The old-fashioned way. It's like, I guess it's the hat trick. A single, a hit by pitch, and a walk.
That's right.
But then he got a strikeout. He got a pop-up. Can he get out of it? He is going to get out of it. Cross charges. How about Cole Kahanowitz? Bases loaded, nobody out. And he pitches his way out of it and retires the All-Star Academy in the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1. The Philly Bandits lead here on BFA. So unlike last game where each starter only went 3 innings, not the case now, especially Cole Kahanowitz. He just finished his 4th inning and got his way out of a bases-loaded, no-out jam. Here, Cole Hudson still on the mound for the Baseball Academy, and Hunter Petrich leading off the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 our score. Bandits in front. Strike call in the outside corner.
If that was Kahanowitz's last batter, last inning, you tip your hat again to him. Outstanding job to pitch himself out of that adversity. I think that speaks a lot. Not that just who he is as a pitcher, but the mental makeup to kind of bear down and see himself out of that situation. And he did a great job.
I think the key was the strikeout to start the outs. When you get that out, then you got to be thinking to yourself, I can get a ground ball, I can get out of this. Instead, you got to pop up. That pitch was close. Call the ball.
Well, the tendency is, as a pitcher, you say, I have to get 3 outs on 1 pitch, and obviously that's not going to happen. So you just take one batter at a time. You worry about him. He got the strikeout. Now he knows he's only 1 pitch away. Double play. Made a great pitch to get the pop out to shortstop, and another great pitch to get the ground ball at shortstop to end the inning.
2-2 to Petrich. Followed by Joey Amati and William Irons. Here in the home half of the 4th. Now, did they ever give you any guff when you were coaching third and couldn't field the ball? I'm just asking.
Well, early in my career they did, which is why I quickly changed to never fielding a ball. I was known for not even flinching, not even moving to catch a ball.
Yeah.
Because there's no upside, right? You make the play, all right, it's nice, but if you miss it, then you got everybody booing and hissing at you. So I just decided, again, early in my career, all right, I'm not even going to give anybody the option. Never touch the ball.
I like that. No matter how close it was.
No matter how close.
Yeah. Because if you don't move, it looks like it was a mile away from you, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Hudson delivers. That's high. And the count is full to Petrich, leading off the bottom of the 4th. This is the College Dreamstream tournament. Arcadia University, the sponsor of the tournament. It's 3-2. And that's a call, strike 3 on the corner, and Petrich knew it. Good pitch from Cole Hudson, 1 out in the 4th. Fastball, Bob, right where it needed to be.
Right on the outside part of the plate. Not much could have been done with that pitch, and first out here.
That's 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And here's Joey Amati, the first baseman. Holy Ghost Prep product. So that's going to get David Amaro over there on the right side to us. Dear friend of mine. He's on the coaching staff. He's the owner of the Philly Bandits program.
I recognize that last name.
I was just going to say, if you recognize the last name, it's because he's the brother of Ruben. Younger brother of Ruben. 1-1. That's up high, and that's at 74. So now I'm going to start to use that. Didn't even know it was there. Nice if someone had told me. Here's the 2-1. I missed inside, and it's now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and nobody on. This is Cole Hudson from Westchester Henderson High School. Dealing. Strike call in the corner. And the count runs full to Amati.
And I think there's a fine line between, drawing a walk and looking to put the ball in play. And I think you want to go up here and try to showcase your swing as best as possible. But if the pitch is going to miss like that one, you're certainly not going to expand the zone and chase it just for the sake of trying to swing and put a ball in play.
Petrich, a 1-out base runner here in the 4th. We've seen some really cool individual achievement thus far. We really have. I know you were listening in. Did anything catch your? We got a visit now coming up.
Well, I think the starting pitchers from the first game did an excellent job.
Fox for the Bandits, and Chase Burrows. Fox from the Chamonix, Chase Burrows from Notre Dame High School.
You had made the comment during Burrow's outing, his pace at which he worked, which I think we talk about speeding up the game of baseball. I think part of that is working quickly, but working within your own tempo and a pace. And I thought he did an excellent job of that, controlling the game, working at his tempo.
I agree. And again, I've been, me long enough that in baseball circles and people that know me know that I'm going to say that whatever happens in college eventually filters down to high school. So like it or not, you're going to see the pitch clock coming in high school.
For sure.
So Almaty walked, and this is William Irons with the step in the catch for Jay Slater, who was hit by a pitch in his last at bat right at the elbow of his throwing arm. Stayed in to run, but then he was lifted afterwards. Count 1-1. What was that? Incoming. Is that a
bark shrapnel coming down on it?
That better duck and run here. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 75, according to our gun on that. Whose gun is that? Jimmy's gun might need to be calibrated. I think that had a lot more heat than 75. What do you think, sir?
The gun never lies.
1-2. This is bounced to second. They get one, and they turn the double play. Sorowitz, the Holt, the Prince, inning over. No runs for the Bandits. We're going to go to the fifth as you watch the 4-6-3 double play end the fourth. 2-1 Bandits. This is Archbishop Woods, Braden Kelly in to pitch for the Bandits to start the top of the fifth. They lead this contest by a score of 2-1 here at the Dreamstream College Showcase. Philly Bandits, renowned program for baseball for youth at many, many levels. And we're going to have a very special guest coming very, very soon. But it's 2-1 on the scoreboard. Braden Kelly. I actually had the pleasure of seeing this young man pitch up close and personal because I was probably on the plate for one of those games. There he is. Braden Kelly, 3.75 GPA. You always mention those. So here we go. With the pitching change for the Bandits. Top of the fifth. 2-1 is our score. Bandits in front. Pete Amaritis. 0 for 1 today. Facing Kelly from Wood. First pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris Losey and the BFA Sports crew. Bob Burkholz will take you through games 3 and 4 of this classic, and I am honored and pleased to be with my very good friend David Amaro. Hello, David.
Chris, thanks for having us.
Are you kidding? Thanks for having us. This is amazing. We've gone through a lot together, my friend, on different levels of baseball, but this is a first for us.
Yes, we have.
You liking this?
I love it. Wonderful production. All our other teams are going to feel slighted because they don't get this privilege.
Well, I can give you a phone number after if you'd like. It's 1 and 2 to Amaritis at the plate. Cole Kahanowitz, your thoughts?
Really a talented young pitcher. He's developing. He's getting tall, lean, long, good whippy motion. And I didn't shoot him on the radar gun here, but we've seen him 86 to 88, and phenomenal curveball. Kelly with a strikeout to start his outing. That's 1 out, and that will bring up Dunbar, the designated hitter. Had to bunt his way on the last time up. Haverford School. Yep.
Great kids in this whole thing. That's a strike call. Saw some coaches that I'm familiar with. Jake Carr from Westchester's back there.
Oh, yeah. That's the fun part, talking to all the coaches.
Andy Kramer from Millersville. Saw Chuck there from Wilmington. Wouldn't see Brian August, I guess.
No.
He's too good for us, right? That pitch was over Dunbar's head. It's 1-1. How did this come to be? Is this something that's on a regular basis now, this thing?
Well, Jimmy Goulden had really started this a few years ago, and he realized that, especially during the COVID times, kids weren't getting the proper visibility. So, he connected with BFA and Doug, and they started producing, and they put this production together, and it's been really well attended and well viewed. So it gives the kids an opportunity to be seen.
Just off the outside edge. Dunbar. What are you reacting to?
No, I was just looking at the velocities.
Oh, yeah. Kelly can deal 83 with that one, and it's 2-2. I had Kelly, actually. I worked the plate. I think he pitched the opener against Bonner.
Right.
I had the plate.
Archbishop Wood.
Yep, and I had the plate at Bonner, actually.
Yeah, he's a real talented two-way guy, Archbishop Wood.
Fouled back. Still 3-2 to Dunbar, 1 out. Top of the order is next, and Connor McCartney. Two 2-1 Bandits, top of the fifth. I'm going to get into that in a second, right after this pitch.
Nice pitch, just outside, right?
Okay. Ball 4. Dunbar walks. Now, the Bandits, you've got how many different age groups?
We have 4 teams this year. Depending on the year, we will have, next year we'll have 6 age, all the big field age groups, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. But this is our 17U team, primarily our 2024 graduates.
So a little gust. Our intern got it for us. It's good. Sorry, I know, Bob. They're binoculars. It's a paperweight. It's 1-1. I love the fact, though, that it's always for the kids. I think that's just phenomenal. They get a chance to do something like this. Do you have any interaction with the college coaches? Do they call you and say, "Hey, David, can you talk to me about so and so?"
Absolutely, we do that all the time. And the first thing we try to do, we try to emphasize grades, the academic side of things, so that when we're talking to coaches, we know we have to make sure that we line the kids up with the proper opportunities. And we're not going to talk to a coach who's in the Ivy League with somebody that doesn't have, grades and SATs commensurate with what their needs are. So we've been focused on the education part for many years.
It's a good move by Kelly on that one.
Very good. Got quick feet.
1-1 coming to McCartney. Walked and scored the only run for the All-Star Academy in this one. Now that he won't be able to do at the next level. Maybe once. Disengage. You're not up on those college rules, are you?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you can one disengagement, right? Runner breaks, no chance on that. And it's stolen base, and Dunbar now is in scoring position. 2-1 at the plate, 2-1. We are in the top of the fifth inning.
What I'd love to see with high school, I'd love to see the high school and also the travel programs have less time in between innings. That's something that you can manage. We may take 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
Or what's it, 90 seconds?
It's 120 in college, but right from the last out.
120 from the last out.
Yeah. So it used to be 90 seconds from when the last fielder crossed the line. Now they just do it right from the out recorded.
Okay. That does speed things up.
I'll tell you a funny story about that, too, when it was 90 seconds from the last line. I'll tell you in a second. 2-2, and that's going to be delayed as Kelly pushes Dunbar back. I was at Navy, and I forget who they were playing, and you know how those kids hustle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inning is over. Center fielder flying, and he's the last one. Well, guess what? They don't have that much time. So the opposing coach said something, and he was right. I mean, they're flying off the field, and the clock's going already. So you know what I'm saying? He's
right.
like, can my guys get a chance? So they've changed it to now as soon as the last out's recorded.
Gotcha.
The 2-2 is way up high, and Dunbar's going, and he's out. Not sure where he was going, but he tried to sneak one. And the game changer replay here. Look at Irons. That's just a quick toss. Out of third.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that. I don't think Mike Manning's too happy about that.
Tell me about Mike.
Mike, great baseball guy, great friend. There's nobody that knows the college recruiting side of the business better than Mike. He's been doing it for a long time. Wonderful guy. He actually
it's a nice backhanded play by Petrich at third, and that'll end the inning.
Nice
Stick
play.
around, David.
Nice
We'll go to
play.
the middle of the fifth. 2-1 Bandits, and a good one here on BFA. One. Bottom of the fifth, Bandits have a 2-1 lead here in our second game of the college Dreamstream here on BFA Sports and Game Changer. Chris Lozzi, and I'm joined by David Amaro, baseball illuminary in Philadelphia. Don't deny it. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. The last game, we had a lot of arms. Not so today. You had Kahanowitz go for 4, and this is Cole Hudson. He's pitching into the fifth, and Trip Capers at bat for the Bandits. Count is 1-1.
Tripp can really run too. I mean, you got to see this kid fly.
Are you surprised that I got it? Are you surprised that you got a starter here in a showcase like this going into the 5th inning?
Well, his pitch count's kind of low, so I mean, if he's available and he can, I think that's a good thing. Mike's always really careful about that.
Is there a pitch count, or is this just a suggestion and a consideration as opposed to a rule?
Yeah, there's not a pitch count in the summer travel circuit, but everybody's really cautious about throwing guys too much. They throw often, but they don't throw a lot of innings.
On the side that's not the Bandits, as we have a 2-2 count here at the plate, Capers goes full. Who are you excited to see that's not on the Bandits in this tournament that you may have heard of coming in? Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys, and we play in so many different events, but I'm actually trying to get a hold of the roster so I can see the different guys that are on the teams.
Here. Ask and you shall receive.
But there is for example,
Go for it.
we always like playing against All-Star Baseball Academy. I mean, my sons actually both played for Mike Manning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So although I was running the Philly Bandits program, I had them play for Mike.
That is a good picture. Did you send? You got to send it to him.
Oh yeah.
And if you said who's that, I'll never talk to him again. Here's a pickoff attempt. Is he on the road now?
They're
coming home.
They would have left Chicago. Yeah, they're home. They're home now.
Okay.
But he was doing.
He was in Chicago.
He was doing Chicago.
How about Capers? He's going to get the third on the wild throw. That's making something happen.
Yeah, he can really fly. I don't love using the 60-yard dash as their barometer, but a lot of coaches do. But this kid runs 6'2", 60-yard dash, which is extremely fast.
Well, anytime you have like a second for 10 feet, right? Like a 4.5 40, 6'2", 60, like you said. But you're right. I mean, the bases are 90 feet. Well, when you do 90, then.
Yeah.
So
should be a 30-yard dash,
Yeah. Hudson bounces that one. Bandits have a runner third, nobody out. It's Tripp Capers stole second with the third on the error. This is Keeter popping it to right field. It's deep and dropped. Brawley couldn't handle it. It's going to bring in the Bandits' third run. They've got a 3-1 lead.
Lee Arkadar can really swing the bat. He's a power outfielder, plays center and right. He can really hit the ball. Council Rock North kid, super high-end student as well.
I'm sorry, it's Kedar. I'm sorry about that. Who was the first baseman at Holy Ghost that was very impressive? Remember what's happening with him?
There's a couple of them. Risa Cord was one. Joey Amati, who's playing on this team, is actually he's in this game playing first base.
No, it had to have been the first one you mentioned. He had his parents there, and he's going down to Florida to play or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's Matt Goldenbaum, and he is actually going to South Florida, and he's going to be pitching there. Yep.
Outstanding young man. 4 hours. We'll get into that in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Cross. Talk about a good-looking athlete here. Great job at shortstop thus far.
Oh, yeah, he can really play. He's a shortstop at Germantown Academy as well as the Philly Bandits. Left-handed hitter, can really hit the gaps. Really good hands and good arm.
You dip in the Interac a lot, I see. Malvern Prep, GA.
It's just accidental, but it seems that way.
0-1 the Cross. That's the second. Sortowich has it. That's one out. Kedar goes to third on the ground ball.
Great job moving the runner. Pull side, moving the runner to third base. Good team baseball.
And this is Johnny Giordano, who came into the game for Jay Slater. By the way, anything on him with a hit by pitch?
Concern, yeah. He's going to the hospital now. Hopefully it's not a elbow bone chip or something that happened, but it kind of hit him in the funny bone.
Back arm, too.
Which is odd. Yep. Hit him in the back elbow.
Well, he actually ran, so he should have been in the game already, but that's okay. This is Johnny Giordano, everybody. Came in and ran. Plymouth White Marsh.
Plymouth White Marsh, outfielder, left-handed pitcher.
Chance to bring in the fourth run, and he will do it with a line drive right over Prince's head. 4-1 Bandits.
Great piece of hitting by Johnny.
First pitch fastball, and he didn't miss it. Here's Joel Bonner.
Joe Bonner, powerful young man, really good athlete, football player, baseball player at Neshaminy High School. He can really smash.
So we were talking about 4 hours. It was a Roman Catholic Holy Ghost prep game, right? Oh, at the Lakes. The only thing that was good about that was I didn't have to work the plate that day.
That was a long one.
That was a long one.
Good eye by Joel.
That was a long one. We started, what, 4 o'clock? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got off the field at 5 of 8 or something like that. Let's see. Where was that game? I'm going to look this one up.
2-0 count here. I'm sure Joel's going to be sitting dead red, taking a hack.
Wait a minute. It's got to be here.
That game should have been on a timer. That was long.
Oh, my God. You know, it's funny. Like you're talking about pitch clock and things like that. There's, in the left field, that's going to move up.
Good swing by Joel.
Giordano. First and second, one out. Already with a run in and a 4-1 lead. Matt Gannon.
Matt Gannon, LaSalle College High School.
Yeah. Catholic League final. IST. I actually had the plate in that game.
Did you?
Judge and LaSalle.
Oh, yeah. Good game.
David Rodriguez. Were you there?
I was not. I could not get there.
Okay.
Very good game.
It was. All right, so when do we do that game? Finally, Cole Hudson's day is over. He's pitched very well. Around the plate, good velocity. Had 3 strikeouts, but now he's going to give way to Dunbar. We got a pitching change here, so let's look this one up. Let's see. When was that game? Do you remember when it was?
It was.
Couldn't have been April. It had to be after that.
No, it was May. It was May.
It's toward the end of the season, right? Okay.
It's right in the middle of May.
Middle of May. Let's say, hold on. Who finds it first? You're going to find it first, probably.
Which would have been the end, right?
May 12th.
Yep.
May 12th. So the clock's changed. I think the clock's changed during that game. I've never, ever been a part of a 4-hour high school baseball game in 31 years. No.
We needed a tiebreaker.
Yeah, we did. I was going to do that. But Vellucci, he wanted the St. Joe prep coach. It was their senior day, you remember?
Right.
He wanted that win. So Brandon Dunbar is now going from DH to pitcher from Haverford School. 5'10", 161-pounder, senior. And again, another product of the Interact.
Mm-hmm. What's nice is a lot of these guys know each other, play against each other. Some play with each other.
Yeah, you could hear them going cross back and forth. They know each other. Are we getting attacked by these little bugs or what?
We are.
Did you see? The AccuWeather's got right here. It feels like 93, but not under this canopy. It's beautiful out here. There we go. Dunbar's first pitch. It's a slider, and it's a strike call. Matt Gannon, first and second, one out for the Bandits. A run in. They have a 4-1 lead. Another slider, and it's popped up. Coming in from center is McCartney, makes the catch, and that's one out. So here is Petrich. Do you watch the Phillies when Ruben's not on?
Sure.
Honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So I've been watching the visiting feeds because I have this thing now on the TV where I can do it. I got to tell you, the 3-man booth in New York is phenomenal.
Yep.
You ever listen to them?
Oh yeah.
It's Cohen, Hernandez, and Darling. They're very, very good. They just talk baseball.
They really do. It's almost like they're not necessarily watching the game, but they're telling us good stories.
Baseball, though. They're talking about the game. They're talking about like situations and things like that. And
Absolutely.
McCarthy and Crocker talking about mustard on a hot dog. Thank God for Ruben. At least he gets back in the X's and O's.
John Kruk he's great.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. But I mean, how many times has he been eating on the air? And you can actually hear him, chewing on a hot dog. And McCarthy don't help any. There's a foul tip.
No, Tom's great.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You learn to appreciate though the Tom McCarthy is fantastic, and then the guys he has on with him all do a great job.
He's outstanding at football. He's a very good football announcer.
Yes, he is.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
But other than New York, a lot of the places, if you hear those feeds, you're like, oh,
that's right. I'm saying. I'm
good. These guys are so much better.
Yeah. Brewers come to mind. Awful.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But the 3-man booth, I remember. Not that we support the Mets, but yeah, they do a good job.
they do a great job. Then you got Chip Carey, who's back with the Braves.
Yep.
It's nice to see a different perspective, especially when you watch the Phillies. See how they're talking about the Phillies. This one's popped right side. A lot of run for Prince, but it's foul ball. I've done Perky League games here, and you can't really appreciate how much ground there is to cover. There's a ton.
Yes, there is. A lot of foul
a
ground.
ton. If you remember the Fasone kids, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was Jimmy was first base for Ambler. We're just talking. There's a pop-up. He looked over and went, I'm not going for that, Chris. It bounced between the grass and the warning track. Now, he probably couldn't get it within reason, but I'm just saying, I mean, that's amazing. Tons of space here.
It really is, and it's difficult for infielders too. They field a ground ball and they see a lot of open area beyond the first baseman. Kind of plays with their psyche. Pitcher's got to love it though. Foul ball, stay in play.
Oh, absolutely. So here at the plate, we have a 2-2 count and the 4-1 score. And Dunbar can pitch out of this. He's been throwing nothing but off speed, and it went right through Dart at third, but it's foul. You notice that all off speed thus far from Dunbar?
I have.
Yeah. So, I mean, your role here is like what, from 30,000 feet? You're just going to oversee everything. You're not in the dugout, obviously.
I'm not in the dugout. John Claus and John Cross, head coach John.
Yeah.
They do a phenomenal job. And, I support all our teams, obviously. But I am not in the dugout, as you said.
There's one. How about the emotion there? Satterfield giving it to Dunbar. He pitches out of it. The run, though, for the Bandits. We'll go to the top of the 6th. It's 4-1 Bandits here on the College Dreamstream on BFA. Top of the 6th, Braden Kelly from Archbishop Wood, his second inning of work, has a 4-1 lead. And this is the second baseman, Sorowitz. 1 for 2. Takes a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris Losey, BFA Sports Crew, Bob Burkholtz, calling games 3 and 4. We're honored to be with David Amaro, Philly Bandits, helping us out with some background on these players. And I'm sure Mr. DiGiuseppe gave you some on Kelly, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Sorowitz fouls that one away.
Great to be here.
Yeah, this is good stuff. It's good stuff. During that break, I was hoping you would send that picture to Ruben just for perspective.
Oh, I will.
He's home sending. That just missed outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. I need to see this reaction. Here comes the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Sorowitz walks to start the 6th. And now here's Holt. Please.
I'm going to include my kids, too.
Oh, good. Okay, there you go. Absolutely. Leadoff base runner in the 6th for the All-Star Academy. Jonathan Holt, the shortstop, takes outside. One ball, no strikes. You looking for the right words?
There we go.
What'd you say? That's what you said.
I said I'm broadcasting at the game.
Oh, no. I was going for something for better than that.
I was panicking.
Hang on. You make the call here. Go ahead.
Braden Kelly's got a 2-0 count. And the pitch, 2-1, fastball, inside.
Our dog got fixed today, and that was the veterinarian.
Nice.
So you want to make sure that everything went well. Good, Dave. Take it away. What we got? 2-1, runner at first.
2-1, man at first. Inside corner, strike 2, 2-2 count. Tailing fastball.
Couldn't see the velo on that one because I wasn't looking. Sorry about that. There we go. No, I got to text Chrissy and let her know.
4-1 Bandits, top of the 6th.
There you go.
Two count.
That's what Kelly comes with here. Well, excuse me. Capers are the go over to get it.
Line drive right field. Good play by Trip Capers.
What can you tell me about Trip?
He is some kind of athlete. He's committed to George Mason. Oh, a great career there. Very athletic, can run, swing the bat.
CAA, right?
Overall,
I'm sorry.
really good kid. Yeah.
That's a CAA?
Yep.
Yeah. Where is Ruston High School?
Westchester.
Okay.
Westchester Ruston.
Oh, I see. So they have every name in the high school.
There's East, West, I think, and Ruston. Yeah.
Okay.
John Cross, manager, going to talk to the pitcher.
He saw something. Who's the head coach at Holy Ghost?
Greg Alinsky.
We had so much fun. You can't have fun in a 4-hour baseball game. I'm sorry. I enjoyed that part.
He's a super
Yeah.
coach.
Nice guy.
Super coach. And then his father's also one of the coaches, Greg Olinsky.
Yeah.
Big Greg,
Yeah.
young Greg.
And who coached first?
Doc Coyle,
That's it.
Mike Gosner.
No, it was Gosner. It was Gosner, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That day.
They
Yeah.
usually switch up.
Yeah. It was Gosner.
And interesting, they have Tommy Green's son, Seth Green, is pitching coach there.
Virginia Commonwealth, right?
Yes, sir.
He pitched a little bit in some semi-pro stuff. I saw him in 2 different leagues.
Runners going. Stolen base.
So you see that in the dugout, like as a coach, and it's like when you get a chance to ask a catcher like Willie Irons in that case, like what happened? Couldn't get it out of your glove or something? Is that what you usually do?
Yeah, they rush the ball sometimes. If you go in with 2 fingers, you come out with 1. Kind of, you should go in with the full hand and come out with the 2. Sometimes you just try to rush.
It's a good call there, inside corner. You know, you hate to emulate the pros, but excuse me, do you think like a JT Real Muto is somebody that these kids can actually model themselves after with his mechanics?
Great question, Chris.
Thanks.
Let me speak to that in a second.
Sure, go ahead. I'm just
Kelly stepped off the mound.
Yeah, I'm just killing
So-
ants. Go ahead.
JT Real Muto, it's great to emulate him because he's so phenomenal at what he does.
Whoops.
But he's so fast, so good, and so strong, and he has the highest threshold for pain. So that's the issue.
Right.
You can't. Nobody's going to be as quick, strong, or as good as him. So the way he comes under the baseball,
Mm-hmm.
what's happening is a lot of the catchers nowadays try to be him and are down on one knee, and sometimes they get themselves locked into a position they don't receive the ball sometimes. So there's a lot more misses by catchers than there has been.
Yeah, I get you.
So
I understand completely. I think, and he's not the flashy kind. You know,
No.
he doesn't get the ink that like Yadi Molina. Back in our day when we were kids and we were watching the games, like remember Pena?
Oh yeah,
Benito Santiago
absolutely.
at the
Phenomenal.
time with the Phillies. I mean, he going down on one leg, and I guess they stopped that. I think because of the way the catchers are receiving the ball in relation to their body, because it's so hard to call a pitch a strike if you reach up here to get a ball. Right?
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody saw the game yesterday, but JT Real Muto made a play on an underhanded play where he ran 40 feet down the line and flipped the ball to the first baseman.
Saw it.
That is, no catcher makes that play. None, other than him.
Maybe Chooch. No, not easy.
Chooch is quick, but not as fast.
Yeah, that was
I
amazing.
mean, JT can run. He's basically a shortstop playing behind the plate.
That ended an inning, didn't it?
It did.
That's a great line, by the way. Oh my, that's right there. That's the quote of the day right there. Shortstop playing catcher.
Yep.
I agree. 2-0 here. And it's popped up. Center field. Kidar, inning over. Thank you, my friend. Always great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
You can't wait to get out of here.
I'm sorry.
You were great. Get out of here. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the sixth, we're saying goodbye to David tomorrow, and he didn't get back to. All right. I'll catch you in a bit. Great to see you. Pickleball? Wow. Joey Amati leading off the bottom of the sixth. And I believe we have a 1-1 count at the plate. I'm not sure. Welcome back, Bob Burkholz. That was fun. Huh? Amati reaches and leading off the bottom of the sixth with a single to left field.
Yeah, that was great to hear David share his thoughts and insights. Obviously, a lifelong baseball guy.
Oh, I called him a luminary.
A luminary. He's probably forgotten more about baseball than I know.
Kidding?
So
He's thrilled to death that he's no longer on television. It's a great guy. Great. We go back a ways. William Irons. You know what's funny? He only knows me as an umpire, right? So I put my hand down. He says, David Amaro. I went, what? And then he looked at me. Just goes to show you, when you're not in your element. Right?
that's true.
Like that long beard you had. You were Coach Burkholz. That's a strike call. How about Dunbar coming in for the DH spot and throwing strikes? Like that. Got a piece of that. That's fouled away. One on, nobody out.
I think it's been a common theme so far. We've seen these pitchers come in, just throw strikes.
Oh, he's out, by the way. I'm sorry. What am I doing? I was watching Amati and I was watching David. David started applauding, so I assumed he got a base hit because I couldn't see anything. But Amati was retired, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So that pitch is outside and it's 2-2. So we have one out in the sixth inning. My bad. William Irons, catcher, came in for Jay Slater when he took that shot. Were you here when he took that shot on the arm?
I was not.
So when you have a righty up, right, and the ball goes past the first elbow and hits the second one, oof.
That's tough to do.
It's a perfect storm, That's a call strike three. There's two outs now. And here is Trip Capers. And how about that for a quick inning? Can you get quicker than that? McCartney squeezes it. And we'll go to the top of the seventh, 4-1 Bandits on BFA. And no, they're going to call it. We got a time. Okay, we're out of time. We're done. So game number 2 of this college Dreamstream is complete because of a time limit. Maybe because David talked too much. We kept it. No, I'm just kidding. But it's a final for the Bandits, 4-1. They beat the All-Star Sports Academy, the Baseball Academy of the Futures. They're the Navy team, by the way. So coming up next, Bob, you've got it. What do we talk about? You got the Bellringers.
And the Rebel.
It's in order.
And the PA
Bellringers right there. Now, just take a look at this roster real quick without names, right? Look at these schools. Episcopal Academy, Strathaven, Chestnut Hill, Friends Central, Springford, Monsignor Bonner. Ooh, he's a good kid. Methacton, Haverford School, Bonner again. He's funny. Haverford, Malvern, Bonner, Great Valley, Malvern Prep. I mean, this is amazing. And then these guys, you know who that is? John Fleming is the assistant coach at Westchester.
Yep.
And I'm going to yell at somebody because Jake should have told me that he was here in that capacity because he's also the pitching coach at Westchester. So anyway, that's it. Coming up next, it's the Rebels, it's the Bellringers, it's Bob Burkholz. He's got the whole thing for you. This is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in about 20 minutes, and then we'll catch you somewhere down the road. Take care.